name's Andrew Neal. I'm a junior, and I'm from Shelby Township, Michigan. Music's been in my family ever since I can remember. My dad plays guitar, my grandfather played guitar, so I come from a long line of musicians. It is a hobby since I'm not getting paid for it at all, but it's more or less something like I couldn't live without. Up in Mount Pleasant, play at a lot of the bars, a lot of the open mics. There's probably like 3 or 4 a week in Mount Pleasant. You just have to find the right places and meet the right people. Over at Riverwood and Justice Records, a lot of shows there. Right now, I'm just doing my own solo stuff, and if anyone comes over to help out and jam with me or has a contribution to the song, I'll give them credit for it and they'll be a part of it. The process of writing for me is I'll be writing by myself. I'll write a song and have an idea and have a very rough draft basically, and then usually I'll call like one of the 2 or 3 of my go-to good friends who are musicians, and the next time we're hanging out or they come over or something, and I'll play the song and they give me their suggestions and maybe learn the song as well and add little different musical notes and stuff to it. My songs are about a lot of different things. It's more just about my experiences, things I've learned. It's more philosophical, I guess, what I've realized about the world, how you actually have to look at the bigger aspect of things. I have a lyric in one of my songs called Man in Blue that's some things are just too close to be coincidence. And that was something I was just telling myself during the time that I was writing this album. And when I happened to play a riff and I happened to sing a melody, those words happened to come out and it all came together. I try to capture emotion in my lyrics just as much as in my music, maybe more so in my music. There's actually like these 2 very distinct sounds on the album from different songs. One of them is more acoustic and the other I've called Maximum R&B, which is basically this really upbeat rhythm and blues type thing that's really rockin' and kind of like Motown feeling. It's awesome. The recording process is still pretty much exclusively me. I can play drums and bass and I sing, obviously. What I did for some of these more Maximum R&B songs that are on the album is I recorded, well, I knew the songs really well. I had, practiced them a lot by myself on guitar and really ingrained the structure of the song in my head. And then I set up to record drums first, and that's what I did. I recorded a solid drum beat, solid drum take for all the songs, just without anything else, just from my own memory of how the song went. And then you build on it from there. So you have a solid rhythm section, and then maybe you add the basic guitar track, and then the bass track, maybe some vocals, and then anything extra, just a little spice here and there of whatever else you want to add. And then you pretty much have the song done. There's been some songs that I know will not be on this album that those people, especially close to me who've been part of the writing process, are upset that they're not on the album. But I really don't try to think about that. I try and think about what I want to hear on that album at the end of the day. And anything that anyone wanted to hear that I wrote or recorded, I'm giving that away for free too. It's just going to be on like a garbage album basically, and people can download it, but it's not going to be the album. Basically what I'm going to be doing now is recording this, finishing up recording now, and then sending it to my best friend who I went to high school with, John Zott. He went to music production school in Florida, and now he lives in New York and is working there. And he's going to mix the whole album, and kind of mix, master, edit, just make sure it sounds more professional, and send it back to me. And from there I'm going to throw it straight online for free download. There's this new site called Bandcamp, and it's really awesome. It's a great tool for local musicians and indie artists. Basically what you do is once you record an album or a song or whatever, you create a page and then you upload your songs to that and kind of create like a discography type thing on the whole page and give people the option to download it, and if you want to charge, they can pay for it as well. I just started one of those too, and I'm hoping to have an album done. I'm hoping it's May 5th that I'm going to just have on that exclusively, just a free online download. We do want to have it available in hard copy to sell at shows and to just show people that you actually have a CD. It's kind of nice instead of saying like, oh, it's somewhere in the digital world, go find it. If 20 people love my music, that's awesome. If 1,000 people love my music, great. But it's the same to me. If 100,000 people love my music, I still love it, hopefully, and until I don't, I'm going to keep doing it. If it takes me further, then awesome. I'm not going to say no if 20,000 people want to hear me play. If someone wants to pay me for writing music, then awesome. But it's not about money at all, so I don't even think about it ever. Yeah, I'll tighten it up. Singing to my crotch at the end of that song. Hope you enjoyed that visual.